I think one of the biggest problems we have in our society is misunderstanding of what goes on in public spaces, particularly in the criminal justice system. There's so much misinformation out there, and the only way you cure that is for ordinary people who, don't have time to go and sit at the back of a courtroom in the middle of a busy week and, have to go to work and all the other things. The only way you can cure the problem is to let cameras in and let broadcasters like yourselves show the footage to everybody who wants to watch it.
What about those who are not quite so keen? Obviously, there's the question about keeping the identity sometimes of witnesses, the identity even of the defendant out of the public identity for a reason. And, of course, the fact that some critics say it might encourage, dare we say, QCs to perform to the gallery.
Well, I've heard that argument. I mean, and if you follow that argument through, you never have any, the same argument was made when cameras went into Parliament, possibly with more grounds.
Yep.
But the truth of it is that, we have cameras in courts all over the world. Many, many countries routinely allow filming in courts. And I think, you will see tomorrow when this case is televised that the lawyers will behave impeccably and responsibly and respectfully of the process. The judge, it won't make any difference the way that the judge deals with the case, and the viewers will just see how it really happens in court. So I think those concerns are unrealistic, unnecessary. That you cannot beat transparency and open justice. It's openness is what gets things done properly, because the public can hold to account not only the criminal justice system and the way that it works, but the politicians who decide how much money to spend on it and that
Good
kind
point.
of thing. And there are major issues about that at the moment. So if people see that the system is underfunded, cases are being adjourned all the time, things are going wrong for themselves, then hopefully they'll start to put pressure on their MPs and government to do something about it.
So, as we were saying, it's judge only, the summing up. But do you think if this is successful and everyone becomes a bit more comfortable with it, that it may extend further, perhaps even go towards, the US model where we actually see full trials televised?
I hope so. And I think that's another area where, in this country, the truth of it is that only those who have plenty of time on their hands can go and watch a criminal trial. As a young person, that's the reason I became a barrister, was because I was fortunate as a 16-year-old A-level student to have the time in the summer holidays to go and watch what goes on in the Crown Courts. Most people don't have the time, but you're equally entitled to know what's going on if you don't have time to go and sit in a courtroom Monday to Friday. Why should only those people who have the time to go and watch in person be allowed to see how justice is done?
Right.
My opinion is straightforward. It's all done in your name as taxpayers and members of the public. You're entitled to see it, and you're entitled to see it on your phone or on television or anywhere else, not just in the courtroom where it's taking place in real life.